Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Someone tried to make me press the button. Don't want to press the button. Don't like it. Too much importance. You know, just because you're scared to put it on while I'm checking something else. You know, so we're back. I'm here. I'm accompanied by one actual nice person and then one bitter, lazy-itis son of a suffering, sniffling son of a succotash over here.
And Matt Burns.
And Matt Burns. And we have a sound girl this week, not a sound guy. I've upgraded.
You've upgraded.
Yeah, I've upgraded. This one can cook.
No, there's not much difference between them. Because the other one could cook, but I can understand why.
So, that's Matt Burns, the bitter one himself, you know, Matthew McGuinness, Nigel Burns.
And across from me, as always, as we've now started to dub him, the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goff.
And then, to my right, which is usually the man that can't fuck off, but I've bought in. He is an ex-retired professional wrestler. I'd say retired.
Before his time. Before his time.
Yeah, it is before his time. You know, he had plenty more capes to don. But no, he didn't want to.
He's still got years left in him.
He's now turned his hand to radioing. You know, he does a couple of sets now and then. You know, Verdi slams down a couple of decent tracks amongst the shit that he plays usually. But this is the man that only had one job. Just one fucking job! Johnny Blaze.
I did hundreds of jobs. What are you talking about? Jobbed every bloody month.
Of every year.
Of every week.
I don't think I ever actually won a match.
There's you and the
I thought you
Brooklyn
did.
Brawler, who are on the same level.
Wait. Nope. Yeah, you're right.
You never won a match.
He's never won a
I
match.
don't think so, no.
You poor bastard.
Nope.
You've even got one up on him.
I've even won a match.
The fucker RKO'd me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, the fucker RKO'd me
I
outside of
am
here.
1-1.
I am 0 and about 37, but I lost count.
37.
And the sound girl. I started early.
And we're
That's his
off.
first name. Now write Burns underneath.
All I'll say is, why did the sound guy not turn up? Did he not hear what I said to him last week?
No, he's still suffering from vocal cords missing. From you trying to choke him out. You know, you can't hit the sound girl with the board, otherwise it's domestic abuse.
I never touched the sound guy. Never touched the sound guy.
Oh, but that's actually quite
Moving
brilliant.
away from the innuendo potential of this statement as quickly as we can, but that'll never stand up in court.
It'll never go to court because it never happened.
So, let's quickly touch the subject that has little importance. Roman Reigns going to WrestleMania. God damn it.
Like we all couldn't see it coming about
I was hoping
100 miles off.
they had one chance to book an interesting
They had
feud.
one job.
They had one chance. All they had to do was give Lesnar the win. Have Ambrose versus Reigns at Mania.
Lesnar? No. Dean could have carried that.
No.
Dean could have carried that.
Who's Lesnar going to face then?
White.
Who's Reigns going to face?
Reigns could fight The Undertaker.
There's got to be a better bet than who they've really got to face The Undertaker, but I take it we'll get onto that later.
We'll get on to that later. Because we'll have different opinions on that.
I disagree with that.
And I do.
Reigns is not worthy of facing The Undertaker.
A heel Reigns, though.
No. Giant Gonzalez is more deserving of The Undertaker than Reigns. And do you want to know why? Because the Giant Gonzalez actually tried to improve in the ring. Reigns is the shit under the shoe of professional wrestling.
He tries.
I try! You don't see me getting paid millions of
Whoa.
dollars.
You can't always just blame Reigns. It's the machine that is pushing
I've
him.
got to be honest. Ryback tries. That doesn't mean he actually gets any better.
Big Show tries harder.
And turns.
More
Speaking
times
of
than
which,
in NASCAR.
Ryback, Michinoku driver, stop it. Just don't do it again.
We'll get back to that one.
But Reigns is not deserving of the spot he is. He needs to improve his ring work, his mic work, and until that point, he should be in the mid-card. Give him a US or an Intercontinental title run. Let him learn his craft.
Let him have a feud with someone at that level.
Instead of
who's
trying
actually-
to push someone that doesn't deserve it. Cena was more deserving of his push when he got it.
I can see a look from the sound girls' faces, though. No, he doesn't. Care to explain?
That's a no.
Yeah, I think that's a no.
But-
Probably got the same vocal problem as the sound guy, who I'm
I-
never here to speak.
We hire sound people to sort the sound.
Which they
Not
should
to
be.
speak. If we wanted them to speak, we'd hire them as guests.
Have you stopped speaking? Have you become a sound guy?
I'm just waiting for a moment to say something relevant. I
But-
didn't feel this was it, but thanks. You've dragged me in anyway.
I had to.
But move on to a different point. The WrestleMania card. You've got Reigns versus Triple H. Reigns has had to have nose surgery for an existing nose problem.
Okay.
But they needed to write it in a way that could be done before the WrestleMania, because it's 6 weeks till Mania, isn't it?
Yep.
So after Raw on Monday, he went in and he had his nose surgery. So that's going to keep him out the ring for about 2 to 3 weeks.
So where's the hype?
Vigilantes, probably. Video packages,
Mm,
probably a beat down here and there.
More than likely.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see Triple H in the ring until Mania.
Oh hell no. He won't
Not
be
a
in the
chance.
ring.
You might see him waterboard Reigns at some point, but that's about it.
But that's. Oh wait. Is that PG? Oh wait, it was.
There was supposedly Dave Meltzer wrote in an article that you will see WWE move away from PG from now till Mania.
You think?
Does he work for them? Does he have this on, like, any actual authority?
Dave Meltzer's the, and I'm going to use inverted commas when I say this,
Inverted commas.
supposedly the most reliable source within the wrestling business,
Close
who doesn't work in the wrestling business.
Close commas.
Okay, yes, I'm aware of who he is.
From-
but
Everyone usually goes to him for checking sources and whatnot. However, at times, as much as everyone can say, "Oh, Dave Meltzer, he's great," even Meltzer's messed up a few times. No one's perfect, and if you don't have all the fact, it's always rumours. Rumours this, rumours that. What best way to do it? We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. And would that be a certain sound guy who's still recovering?
Quite potentially. I'll have a look in a bit.
The shriveling coward.
So let's have a look at the next match. So, you've got Reigns Triple H. You're going to have, somewhere after that, I reckon you will not see Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker.
no.
I reckon it will be The Undertaker versus John Cena. There has been a poster leaked, and that match is advertised on that poster.
So you're expecting Shane to get Cena's fill-in?
I've no idea how, but yeah. I don't expect it to
If
actually
it is
fight.
Shane, then I have no problem with it, because Shane's got a proven record of being able to pull out a match with decent superstars.
And the fact that he's insane.
I have no problem with it other than due to the fact that what the outcome is probably going to be, it would have to be
Basically,
run in central.
Right, what you're saying, what you're scared of, and I know exactly why you're scared, is if Shane loses, then automatically, by right, that entire storyline is killed off.
It was a waste of time.
It was a waste of time of him doing it.
It's just a build-up, isn't it? Because they needed something to fill the void, just in case John Cena is not medically cleared.
Correct.
Now, who better to come in and work 6 weeks than someone who understands the business? Sting obviously isn't ready.
Sting isn't. He's still injured.
For some reason, WWE doesn't seem to want to rehire Kurt Angle.
The reason they don't want to rehire Kurt Angle is because he doesn't pass their fitness test anymore.
He may not pass their fitness
So
test
he's not
anymore.
medically cleared either.
Or-
Okay.
He isn't cleared in the sense of WWE. It's like Daniel Bryan. If you ask Daniel Bryan if he's medically cleared by every other doctors in the world, he will tell you yes.
But will WWE let him? No.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Because for some reason, and I'm actually thankful for this, this is actually something they do very, very well now, is they look at people when they've had enough injuries to go, maybe it's time you did something else.
Maybe it's time, for your own longevity's sake, you just knock it on the
Oh,
head before you actually start seeing some nasty side effects.
Well, take into account Daniel Bryan was able to surprisingly hide his for so long from the WWE, and was still.
Never hit it.
What?
He never hit it.
Well,
He never hit it. It was merely a case.
it was
that-
mentioned he was having fits.
Yep, but he never hit it. He told every doctor in the WWE, anytime it happened, and the previous times it had happened in the past, he never hit it. So they were aware of his past, but they thought he was fit enough to wrestle.
Yeah.
Whereas now, because they found something going wrong in the brain, they've said to him, listen, this is time,
You're done.
you're done.
Yeah.
And
If you want to go wrestle somewhere else,
you can, albeit it will be
At your own
on
risk.
your own risk. You know, it's your body. And the thing is, if Brian has got these issues and is having these problems, then if he does wrestle, then wrestling fans will be jumping for joy, going, "Yay, he's back!" However, if the risk is real, how are them fans going to feel if the worst happens?
If he ends up hurting himself, exactly.
so I don't think you'll see him wrestle as such. I think you may see him do a running drop kick now and then, the single leg kick. You may even see a label lock, but you will not see.
You mean yes, lock?
You will not see a full length match out of
No.
it anytime
No,
soon,
and
and quite rightly so.
you will not see that Superman dive that he does between the middle
Oh
and
hell
top
no!
rope.
Oh hell no! In all fairness, I'm surprised they haven't got him doing some form of commentary.
Probably don't want to. He wants to start making babies.
He probably is looking at that down the road, maybe. But right
I don't
now,
think he is,
he's got other
Because he's
priorities.
always said when he
No.
retires, he will shave the head, he will shave the beard, and fade off into the sunset,
Yeah,
where no one can recognise him.
pretty much.
Remember, they are starting a new business up in Daniel Orr,
Yeah, they are.
which is to do with the, like social responsibility of saving the environment.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
So he'll be fully busy.
He is booked from now up until WrestleMania, though.
Yep.
And he's still tied into a contract, so he's still getting paid from WWE.
Yeah.
What, until WrestleMania?
No.
Beyond that.
Do you remember the same way that did when Mysterio was injured? Because they actually book him for matches in the contracts. They don't book him to time. They book him for a set number of matches.
Oh, I see.
So Daniel
So,
Bryan,
say, for example, Brock Lesnar is the lowest end of that scale because his is, what, like 6 a year or something?
no. So Brock Lesnar's is, from what I was aware the last time I checked, was 4 pay-per-views and 12 Raws.
Alright, yeah.
His isn't matches. His is appearances.
Oh, I see.
So certain people are done on appearances, certain people are done on matches. So I think Bryan's is appearances on main roster.
Now it
So
will be.
no, before, like top level's done on appearances because that's how they kept Mysterio for so long when he was injured because he couldn't appear on telly with his knee. But they still had to pay him. But that's why they could keep him in his contract because he hadn't done the appearances.
Appearances that he had.
So they basically, once he was fit, they had to get him to do the appearances to honour his contract. Is that what you're saying?
He just sent all the checks back and he just waited
Said,
for them to
"Nah."
go, right, we'll release you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is what Daniel Bryan could end up doing.
I don't think he will. I think he'll do the appearances in a guest role, which I think will keep him busy for the next 2 or
It
3
would.
years. And
Because, out of curiosity, would these appearances also include
So
be a
visits on-
star,
on-
tribute to the troops.
So no,
And
it doesn't
also-
necessarily mean just appearing on Raw.
No,
No.
That's fair enough.
but
So,
like I think they'll change his contract to be like a social ambassador.
so
It'd be a
he's
good
gonna
call, though.
Basically, end up being like
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, or I don't know if
Flair.
he's still in it because he seems to flip-flop in and out of it, but Mick Foley as well.
Mick Foley's deal is different. He's done on pay as you appear.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Mick Foley's got a Legends deal, where Shawn Michaels has a Legends contract.
I see.
The same as Scott Hall has a Legends
And
contract.
Kevin Nash.
And Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
But different Legends contracts are different. So Scott Hall's and Kevin Nash is allowed to appear at indie events. Shawn's, I think, is a little bit different because he has to appear at like certain events with Triple H to promote networks and DX and shit like that. So each contract's different.
It's custom to the wrestler to.
To
Who-
the
who-
person, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they'll swap his contract over, and then at the end of it, say in 2 or 3 years, if he doesn't want to resign a Legends deal, then
They'll allow him not to.
Yeah.
Just disappear quietly.
In all fairness, if Brian wants to do his own business, it'd be great for him.
is TDP on a Legends deal?
DDP.
Diamond Dallas Page.
I know. I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said a totally different.
Jet the
set of
Snakers. I think DDP might be.
I honestly don't
Yes.
I'm
I'm not 100% sure, but I can't say that with conviction that he has.
He was on a Legends deal. He was on 5 years. Don't do any appearances. Don't do any wrestling. Just hide in whatever goddamn closet you were in.
Yeah.
And stay there so you can get paid.
Sit there, shut up, and
Who's
take
that?
our money.
JTG.
Oh, good lord.
He had a
And
unique
no.
kind of contract.
He wasn't on that contract. He just did really well. And then the first episode, someone calls him on Total Divas. Oh yeah, we forgot about him because he took the call. JTG, you're fired.
You can just imagine that. It's going
Oh.
so well. Don't know
Why
me.
did I answer the phone?
Fucked. What else happened on that card? So you're supposed to go and have the League of Nations versus the New Day.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, because it's technically 3-on-3 because
Barrett's
Mister
leaving.
can't get over his injuries, is leaving. Oh, did you know?
Or
He
it might
blocked
be
me on
Barrett,
Twitter.
Sheamus.
Why has he blocked you on
He- he-
Sheamus?
he said
No
this last
idea.
time. It might be Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev versus the New Day. Because I reckon you'll have Alberto Del Rio in on a ladder match with Kalisto and a couple of people.
Possibly.
No, yeah, I don't know why he blocked me, but I think it might have been because he misunderstood when I expressed dismay at him, basically getting
Dismay.
jobbed out left, right, and centre.
Basically, you abused him.
No, basically, I suggested
You
that
abused him, so he blocked you.
shut up and listen. I
Shut
suggested
up and
I
listen.
didn't like the way WWE were jobbing him out to everyone, and he obviously misunderstood what I said.
Proofread what you always send out. You should know this. You have colleagues that tell you this.
Anyway, the point being, Quiet Burns, or I'll call you your new nickname.
New nickname.
The one that we've decided amongst us.
We can't use it on
Yeah,
air.
we can't use it on air, so don't make me.
We can't use it on air. Right. I could always bring up the old nickname that everyone calls you, but I'm being nice for you.
No, you're really not. That's the point.
I could be really nice.
Listen, we're getting off topic here. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, League of Nations.
Well, you being blocked by one of the League of Nations.
Yeah, for reasons that I don't understand.
Moving on from that, we'll go back to the League of Nations
Yeah.
for you.
You were suggesting Del Rio being in some kind of ladder match.
Yeah, I reckon there'll be a
But
ladder
they
match.
don't have the 8-man. What is it? The Money in the Bank anymore because that has its own pay-per-view now. So
It has
what
its own
kind of
pay-per-view,
ladder
but
match would it
they
be?
could
Title match. I reckon they'll do it for the Intercontinental title.
That'd be a smart way of doing it.
Okay.
I don't like what they did for Brian.
Supposedly
Last
going to
year.
be 2 Divas matches.
2. Well, obviously the title match, but
Oh, and after one does to get the rest of the women on the card.
yeah,
So people like Paige, Natty.
Becky Lynch, people that won't be in
No,
the title
Becky
picture.
Lynch will be in the title picture. it'll be 3 of the 4 horsewomen in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no Bailey. No Bailey.
Not yet.
Bailey's been put in the corner.
Bailey's been definitely been put in the corner. But more on that later.
What else will be at WrestleMania? The Andre Giant battle. I reckon that'll be on the pre-show.
More than likely.
And I'm going to make a prediction for that one already.
Go on.
Strowman.
Yeah.
More than likely.
And then I think you'll have Bray Wyatt versus Kane or the Big Show.
Well,
Or possibly a
if
tag
anybody,
match.
I know as much as I'm going to say this, the second I say this, you're going to turn around, Nathan, and try and say, we don't watch that! But Big Show had a little thing against Mr. KO on SmackDown.
I don't think they'll do.
No. It's either likely to be...
No. I'm actually, if it isn't, great!
Because you've still got AJ Styles and Chris Jericho to fit on the card
So
somewhere.
it's more than likely going to be a tag match. Kane and Big Show against...
Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt.
I was going to say...
Possible.
Yeah.
Good
And then
possible.
Or it
after-
might even be a 6-man because they might squeeze Rowan and Ryback in there just
No.
to get them on the card.
Ryback is switched.
So Ryback could be a good choice for the Andre Giant battle Royal winner. Be either him or Strowman. Then after you got Fit Styles, Jericho on the card, along with Kevin Owens. Do you have a triple threat match for the title?
Ooh. And do take into account Jericho does hold the most, and it'd be quite a big match as well.
So,
Give AJ the rub.
so what? So you reckon the ladder match will be for the US title?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Because you said the Intercontinental before.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing
It's
ideas.
just spitballing, that's all.
It's...
I'm just trying to see how the card's shaping up. What's the quickest way to get the card in the right direction? Because you've got 6 weeks to book the biggest event of the year. It's not like you've known WrestleMania's coming for the last 6 months.
Exactly, and all major talents out?
Not all.
Not all.
Undertaker's still there. And the Beast. We forgot to mention Brock versus Dean. That could be a fucking mercy killing.
That could be
That could just be
a
death.
bloodbath.
That could derail Dean Ambrose's entire push.
Correct.
Because that is the first time the fans haven't all out cheered him. It's so hard to put someone in a feud with Brock Lesnar. So hard to book him as a heel.
So,
when
so-
everyone wants him just to kick someone.
So are
fucking
you
arse.
basically saying Brock Lesnar is the new John Cena?
No.
No, that's not what he said at all.
Brock Lesnar is a special attraction which doesn't need booking as a face or a heel. Like Austin. If you used Austin in the 90s sparingly, he would have been what Brock Lesnar is now.
Yeah.
You can't boo him. You just want to cheer him. If he comes out and he could F5 a child and people would still cheer it. He could cunt punch Sable and the fucker would still cheer it.
I'm not saying anything to that.
There is nothing to say to that. Move on. Quick, change routine.
I've killed all 3 of my colleagues, so I'll move on quickly.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, Brock Lesnar is... You can't book it as a heel.
No.
So Dean Ambrose is now in the uncomfortable position of... Holy fuck. For the first time I might be booed.
The thing
Yeah.
is,
Because what happens if Dean wins at WrestleMania?
Oh.
Does that mean he could beat The Undertaker?
Are they saying that?
yeah.
Also, it's a massive ramification.
But on the other
But
foot,
there is one way to save it.
if they give him the
Do take into account it as a no holds barred.
Well, that's just like giving Lesnar the rights to a gun.
yeah, pretty much. But they can't go down the other route. They can't do the the Beast in the East tour with the match with Kofi Kingston where it was like a 5-minute squash because that will kill Ambrose.
No! German.
Because that will kill his career completely. It's got to be a competitive match.
I can
but-
see Lesnar knocking Ambrose out. Not pinning him, not submitting it, but knocking him out or
Just get-
making him pass out
just-
like Austin
yeah.
did at 13.
Getting him to the point where he's Germaned him so many times he's just
I
out
don't
cold.
think German. I think Kimura.
Oh, you mean like they did with
Mm.
Taker, where Lesnar passed out?
I'm thinking F5s.
I don't think F5s. I either think hitting him so many times with the steps, or
So
Kimura.
basically, you think Lesnar wins because he's just Ambrose is just unable to continue.
yeah, because he dish out that much punishment. Ambrose can't continue even if he wanted to, and then that way you haven't hurt Lesnar, and you've built up Ambrose as someone that
Will not give up.
is crazy enough to want more.
Is literally crazy enough to
A
get in
little
the
bit
ring.
like Mick Foley. He
Yeah.
enjoys the pain. I was watching something from 1999 when they beat Mick Foley in a hardcore handicap match against Miriam and Viscera, and they made him be Cactus Jack for one night, and you just saw him smile every time he hit someone with a chair, anytime he got hit. I can see that being Ambrose. But going back to his CZW days.
Oh, he's John Moxley.
Yeah, just basically
Insane.
never ever actually knowing when to say that's enough. Basically, just having it decided for him by the referee. Just goes right. He's out.
The question
Stop the
is-
match.
Where are they? They're at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, aren't they?
As far as I know, yeah.
Could he chuck him off somewhere?
Are you basically suggesting that they get Brock just kill
Crawl
him?
through the arena and basically throw him off the, I don't know,
Give him the Mick Foley
out of the
treatment?
skybox or something. It's possible.
Could they throw him down 2 flights of stairs?
Although,
The
given
problem- the
that there's
problem that-
also a Hell in a Cell match on the card,
Was Shane McMahon.
is that
possibly
gonna be,
involved?
Yeah.
You take that into account.
Take into account that Undertaker's nearly doubled the age of Dean Ambrose.
True, but
And Shane McMahon doesn't look that youthful anymore.
he doesn't.
He's pushing 45. He's
But-
not that youthful anymore.
I think it'll be a half coast to coast.
Mini Ghost!
Like, rope to rope. And I'm not on about one end of the ring to the other, I'm on about like half ring to half ring.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
However, I am glad he's back just so I can see one more coast to coast. Because he'll go for it if he's in the match.
Oh, you know.
You
he's
know
gonna-
he's going for it.
He definitely. If he is, he'll definitely go for it.
Its chances of being successful have diminished somewhat, but he'll still try.
I reckon he might try it off the cell.
Oh, good lord! How?
Hang off the top of the cell
Well, that's a
and then just
That's a fair
swing
way
in.
up. That's not a small.
It's not. We're not talking like the elimination
Do
chamber
take-
here. It's not.
Whoa,
a
whoa,
pod, there's
whoa,
not a
whoa,
pod
whoa.
you can stand.
Do
on.
take into account since the Mick Foley days, the Hell in a Cell cage has actually been raised.
It's actually about. a
It's higher
third
now.
taller than
You
it
do
used to be.
realise that.
So you can't just grab the roof.
So you can't.
This is the same person that fell 75 foot.
Yes, I understand that, but he probably had cushions at the bottom.
He's got an Undertaker at the bottom.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
no.
kill what doesn't want to die,
No,
Matt.
The point I think he's trying to make is you can't just reach up and grab the top of the cage for leverage to swing across anymore because it's about a further 8 foot in the air.
And the fact that the landing will either kill Taker
Or kill Shane.
or kill Shane.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
That's what you're willing to take.
That's not a risk I think anyone else in the company is willing to take.
Especially seeing as he's in the promo against his dad, he's saying, you're the second generation, I'm the third.
No, you're the third.
Okay, he's the
I'm
third,
the fourth, and I want a
the
fifth,
third,
sixth, and seventh generation.
generation.
You've got one job, Matt.
Whoa,
Do
whoa,
it
whoa,
fucking
whoa.
right.
Okay, well, I had one job, but at least I'm pointing it out. Still.
Supposedly been in the business for 100 and odd years. I'm promoting wrestling.
What, so since the 1960s, it's 100 years now, is it?
No, he's on about the family, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Vince McMahon Senior. Who would he promoted in 1910? Who was around?
Yeah, shrugging is no good for a audio thing, but basically I don't know.
Have you become Yoshi?
Possibly.
Dynamite! Dynamite! Absolute dynamite.
Indeed. Oh no, that's the other Japanese stereotype. Never mind.
Oh my god. You're really going down that road. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not the views of the Burning Truth. These are the views of a certain Super Blaze, aka Johnny Blaze. That they were his views, not ours. We were not being...
Yeah, I said the word indeed. Make of that what you will. Read into that what you like.
Right, so let's talk about the other part of Shane's return.
Here
Is
comes
it,
the
going
money.
is it going to be more than 6 weeks?
That's what it needs. That's what the answer needs to be.
Have you seen what's been advertised for in the future?
No, because I don't look at things like that on the internet until
While wearing a...
someone like you points them out to me going, everyone else has seen this, why haven't you?
Well, I'm asking, have you?
No.
You know what the John Cena thing?
No.
Or the future thing? The whole fact that something might be returning?
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No.
I said, have you seen what's been advertised for in the future?
No.
Does it have 2 words?
Does it have brand split?
It had something to do with said brand split. It is Raw versus the WWE, and it's been advertised as a super show.
Are you
At
on
some
about?
point in
Are
April or
you
May.
on about the TV mess up that happened? The television mess up that happened.
I don't know, but it's been
It was
advertised.
accidentally advertised incorrectly. I actually know about this. I actually looked it up, and because of it, if you actually recheck now, it may actually be returned back to normal. It was actually done by accident.
Well, I've not seen any of this, so would somebody like to actually explain
Basically,
to me,
when
and
you
possibly the listeners, what you're talking about?
Basically, when you go for your TV guide on your Virgin box or your Sky box, you flick forward so long
Oh, this was done through Ticketmaster.
as well, and it wasn't just through Ticketmaster as well. It was also on television
Well,
guides. It was.
my television guide don't go that far forward.
No,
So-
mine only goes about a week into the...
I actually know about this because someone actually brought it up. It was advertised as Raw versus WWE, which was actually a mistake, and it did get changed back to Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
So what it means is, because it was done for the May/April time, it means that Shane could have potentially won at Mania, and he takes over Raw. Because what he said is he wanted to take over Raw, not SmackDown.
Yes.
Because if he runs Raw, he supposedly runs the entire WWE, which I don't understand how that logic
No, I don't
works.
understand that logic either. But,
Basically what they're saying is,
we're
if
basically
you've
saying
got
is
the
what that
main
leads to is
Brand split.
brand split, Shane in charge of Raw, Triple H in charge of SmackDown,
No.
fight between the two at SummerSlam.
Oh no.
No?
Vince and Stephanie in charge of SmackDown.
Interesting.
Triple H has a little pet project.
Oh, you mean the third brand? The yellow one? The one that everyone watches?
The one that is about to have the King of Strong Style on it.
Yes.
And the question is will they allow him to do a strong style?
Well, they're going to have to. You can't.
Well, put it this way. They haven't...
If they don't,
They've just put the network over in Japan. So that's why, because supposedly he's going to be there for quite a while. But he's been offered, and this is the first time it's been done in NXT, a proper style. Like a proper style of wages. So not this 70k shit. I'm on about actually like 500k.
oh.
So he's basically on a WWE main roster contract to be
Yep.
in NXT.
Yes, because the reason they want that is because they want to push the network so much in Japan. Now, what's network exclusive?
NXT
But what's also going to be a network exclusive?
Cruiserweight Championship Series.
Which I'd also not heard about before today. But there you
Which-
go.
See your homework, Blaze.
Is supposedly going to have one of the other the New Japan Pro Wrestling stars on. I've read which one it was, but he came recommended by Nakamura. I forget what his name is, but he's supposedly pretty quick. and he hasn't signed the contract yet, but he's injured at the moment, but he'll be fit by the end of April.
Alright.
Which could be just in time for the tournament.
Yeah, we were speculating who else would be a good choice for the Cruiserweight series, because they're going to stretch out all around the world, so you're looking at CMLL, going to have a look at AAA.
AAA, you're going to look at, what? Outside that, are we looking at European promotions?
Yeah, so
More Australians?
depends how good the Australians are at lightweight wrestling.
Everyone's
Sure.
different.
But, yeah.
But who else would you bring across? Do you bring Loki back in?
Oof. Possible, but
Will Ospreay?
2
Because-
words. El Ligero. The trouble with that is, he's an English guy pretending to be a Mexican. They can get plenty of Mexicans. So,
what?
Someone's just broke the fourth wall.
sorry. I'll go and shoot myself now.
He's a Mexican.
He helps orphans, just like Al Generico and Kevin Steen. But you are...
Have you actually seen him unmasked?
Don't be ridiculous.
I-
Of course not.
So how the hell do you know he is?
Uh,
He's Mexican. He speaks the language.
If you heard him
Amazing.
speak, there's not one word of English that comes out of that man's mouth. I asked him to move the fuck out of my way, and he looked at me and he went, "Andale, andale!" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Please move out of my way!" And he's, "Me? No speak English."
He no comprende.
So that man is not English.
He's Mexican.
Could be Puerto Rican.
Well, we know, but he's Mexican. I'd say he's Mexican from the language he speaks.
I bow to your superior knowledge. Again.
You will bow to our
You
superior
should bow to our
knowledge.
superior knowledge. We've been at it longer.
Listen. I might even have been getting him confused with someone else. I do that a lot.
Of course. Well, I have seen you do that before. You know, a bit like how you keep comparing a certain female NXT star to Miss Peggy.
You only do a lot of things once, because you don't do them right. If you did them right, you'd do them more than once. So, you had one job.
Listen,
One job.
the point I'm trying to make here is I completely forget what it was, because what were we talking about?
So, we were on about people that could be brought in to wrestle the Cruiserweight series.
No, he won't go because he's with that other company that they don't talk about.
Which one?
Da 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 da. That'd be brilliant.
Da,
My only problem is-
da, 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 da. Oh, sorry.
My only problem is they won't give them the proper treatment.
No, they won't.
Because the Americans don't understand the... They wouldn't get the reference. It would be funny to watch him conducting the WWE ring though. Using the ropes.
Oh,
Just kicking
definitely.
all the ropes.
Just kicking the ropes in tune to it.
So, Noam Dar would be a good choice.
Yeah, from the music, I guessed who you were talking about. Oh no, I was also thinking of someone who works for that other company and therefore won't get hired, even though he's a perfect choice for it.
TNA?
Yeah, that's the one. You know, that 4'8" of brawny bloke.
No.
Who-
No, cruiserweight.
What is he then? A flyweight? He's a light guy.
I know, but he doesn't fly around.
Yeah, but anyway, the point is
And,
he works for TNA, so
they
he's
won't,
not
they
even
won't,
going to get
and
considered.
they're not actually using mainstream wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
So that's the reason
No,
why.
my point was, I couldn't remember his name,
Zack
but he works for
Sabre
TNA,
Jr.
so he's not considered anyway.
Definitely go call, because technically he isn't actually with any major promotions. Did one of you say Will Ospreay, by the way?
Yes.
I doubt he'll actually get
I
invited.
think he will. Because they have a working relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Because look who runs NXT.
Good point.
Matt Bloom. Look who's the NXT champion. Look at who's come over from New Japan. You've got
Yes.
Kenta, Nakamura, Balor, Tensai.
Well, we've got Carl Anderson, or as you dub him.
Fucking BB Gun Carl Anderson. So, WWE has a habit of repackaging people's names.
Yes.
So instead of Machine Gun, I was like, what the fuck are they going to call him? I'm like, they're probably just going to call him fucking BB Gun, call fucking Bob Anderson.
I see. I'm with you now. Yeah.
And make him come out with a 2 BB gun. Pew 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 pew.
Yes.
Who
It
else
would
is
be
coming?
one of the. It wouldn't
Doc
even
Gallows
scrape
is
the
coming
top
across.
10 of the most embarrassing things they've done. So yeah, I can see that happening.
Doc Gallows will come across. Who else has come from over
Well,
there?
at least he can honestly say,
I know who'll come back. Yushin Thunder Liger.
Oh,
Nah.
very good call. Because he has actually signed a contract. He actually does have a contract with WWE.
So he'll be there. Do they try and make a play for Prince Puma?
Doubt they'll be able
what's
to get him.
the guy called? I'm struggling for names now.
What company?
I don't know, just not TNA or WWE yet. Where's a mask again? I think.
Descriptions?
Angelico.
Has wrestled for TNA, but they changed his name. But he doesn't. He only uses that name in TNA.
Ah, TJ Perkins. Suicide.
That might be who I'm thinking.
It's
of.
TJ Perkins. He wrestles as TJ Perkins.
Where's
Elsewhere.
Christopher Daniels now?
Christopher Daniels is in ROH.
Could he have an invite?
He's currently doing their anniversary show against Alex Shelley. I don't
No,
think
that wasn't
they'll...
who I was thinking of.
Chris Sabin.
Sabin is a possibility. He is a possibility because he isn't signed to TNA. I'm not sure if he is with ROH either.
How
He's a
far's
poss-
Tyson Kidd from recovery?
Possibly never. He might actually be getting made to retire
Right.
because his injuries are that bad,
Okay.
which is
Which is bad.
It's a shame.
That is a shame.
seeing as he's the last.
But you bring people like Super Crazy in for first round to put over some younger talent if you want to put them over.
Possibly. And another good call.
Viable.
Kendrick.
He's training people, isn't
Yes,
he?
but
So I reckon they'll give him a run out of booking as such. Paul London,
Paul
as he
London as
severed,
well, yeah.
as he severed his bridges, yeah. I know.
oh no. Doubt that.
How about Sharon Moore?
Shannon Moore's possible because he's still in good terms with them, especially because he's tattooed most of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
So Shannon Moore might.
But it all depends on because he's good mates with the Hardys as well. So that's a hit and miss.
Well, the Hardys aren't on bad terms with WWE.
No, they're not. But I'm not saying that they are or anything. It's just with them being at TNA. Could WWE look at it and go, oh, he's with Dan.
But who else can we use for this Cruiserweight series?
Who else can we use? There is plenty of names that we could possibly pull out. The problem is, we've got to be aware of, are they going to be are they involved with TNA or not?
Jay Lethal.
ROH. Heavyweight champion. They will not allow him there.
Sanjay Dutt.
Possible.
Amazing Red.
Possible. Good calls. Here's a name I haven't heard in a while, and I'm pretty sure you'd agree with me. Elix Skipper.
Prime time.
Prime time, Elix Skipper. Would you agree? Please. Speak up.
Yeah, right. I haven't heard that name for a while. Any reason why not?
He hasn't been on the mainstream. He hasn't been on the mainstream for many years. The question is, has he retired or not?
No. Scotty Too Hotty. He's in good graces.
He's in good graces, in shape, but they might not classify him as a cruiserweight. Oh, they should, but they might not. What about Grandmaster Sexay?
He's in worse shape than Scotty Too Hotty, isn't he?
Yeah, that may be. Well, Scotty Tuati has to be in shape because he's a police officer.
Firefighter.
He's a firefighter. My mistake. Do apologise for incorrect information. But you have to be in shape to do that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Well, there's an abundance of names.
There is. There's loads. I think Sabre Jr. should get a shot.
Oh,
And
definitely.
Noam Dar.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
just trying to think of more British wrestlers.
One wrestler I would like to see in the tournament, but he's not classified massively as a cruiserweight per se. Roderick Strong. Good wrestler.
Yeah, but like they're not doing a wrestling series, Carl. They're doing a cruiserweight wrestling series.
Which is a shame. But anyway,
Move on.
moving on. Shall we get to a certain topic that we mentioned mindlessly a little bit earlier?
Go on.
About Bailey being put in the corner.
I'll let you two talk about this because I know that Blaze actually enjoyed this segment.
About what now, sorry?
Putting Bailey in the corner.
You'd have to give me more than that.
Are you kidding me? You don't get that reference.
It's on about the Dirty Dancing segment.
Right, yeah, again, bit slow in the uptake. Only actually saw that today, but for a change, I've seen it. What are you asking me? What about it?
Dynamite, isn't he? Dynamite!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your Yoshitatsu.
Good lord!
I give you the
Don't just
Thunder
nod at me! Don't nod at us! Good Lord.
I give you the Thunder Bastard, Johnny Blaze.
Thank you.
Jesus
You're welcome.
Christ!
Listen.
How do you last so long on radio?
How?
Because I have records to play. I only have to talk for 10 seconds at a time.
How do you breathe and move at the same time?
He's an look! He's struggling! He's struggling! He's oxygen wasting!
Do you have a point to make about...
Speak up about it! We want to talk about
Yeah,
it!
so...
How did it make you feel? What did you think? What happened? We need to tell viewers and
Listen,
listeners.
I know how it works.
It doesn't look like it! You had one job, just to speak, and you failed! You failed!
So let's talk about the Bailey segment.
It was...
This is very important because it's breaking something that shouldn't really be done.
Especially on mainstream.
Yes.
Shall we discuss the...
Yeah, okay, it's...
Bailey
that.
and Finn Balor seem to be having fun at house shows.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but we're now in an age where cameras are always on you. So
At all times.
So in an industry where appearance is everything, should you be letting your two main champions of the third brand be goofing off together? In public. I don't care backstage, but this in public view.
Is it perhaps cynical of me to say whatever gets them internet hits? Because I'm sure there are some people in WWE who'd be thinking like that.
Some it can get them more to be more likeable and whatnot. Yes, there is high points, but if you notice, if that's only on that brand and not on...
If it leads to somewhere, I'm fine with it, but I don't see where comedy sketches lead to.
I
Some
agree.
house shows.
I agree with you.
It's brilliant to watch, and I recommend everyone watch it because it is quite funny.
Oh,
very
definitely,
entertaining,
definitely. However, I will say this. How many times have you ever seen two wrestlers switch entrances?
What? Aside from the many times when
Big Show did it.
someone... Yeah, when it's been...
No, but it looked like they were having fun with it. But
Yeah,
that was more so for, more so for that crowd that night. But anyway, that aside, that the switch entrances, Bailey doing Finn Balor and Finn Balor doing Bailey, we've also got the time of their lives, which is them trying to reenact.
Yeah.
Is
Dirty
it
Dancing.
perhaps them just going, maybe this is about entertainment. Let's stop taking ourselves so seriously for a second. Let's just enjoy this. Go with it.
Well, the crowd seem to be enjoying it, which is always a plus. It's always a plus. Would you agree? So, we recommend anybody to check them out. You can probably find it on through YouTube, or if, just have a look around. Just try to put it on Google. You will find it.
It's one of the first things that comes up.
Pretty much.
Is it wrong that it's now making me want to see Bailey in the Demon Paint in her next match?
That's actually quite funny. She does a really good Balor entrance.
Oh, she does.
She's clearly studied very closely his mannerisms.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
And also, bearing in mind who her next opponent is likely to be.
Oh. She may need some demon force.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was thinking.
She may need some demon force.
Be a decent match for once.
Yep.
Definitely.
Cole Maller's coming on, but isn't ready yet.
Nope.
So they haven't really had a good women's feud on NXT since the Boss.
Nia Jax is
Alright.
alright.
Not ready.
Not ready.
Brings a different dynamic.
Character. Good character. Very much like Karma's.
Yes.
Yes.
Very much same build. Moves a lot quicker than she should be able to, though.
Yeah.
She's sort of the
She's like the
female
Samoa
Joe
Joe.
in that respect. Yeah. I didn't know saying that was a massive cliche, but yeah, it's true.
Because Samoa Joe moves like an F1 car, but
With a truck engine.
yeah,
No.
a
A
truck
truck
body.
with an F1 engine.
Truck body, F1 engine. Kill, kill, kill.
Just 100 mile an hour, just full force that bloke.
Oof. And then kicks. Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, one person I would like to see in that tournament, like that cruiserweight tournament, and he's actually on NXT.
Go on.
Johnny Gargano.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano.
What about his occasional tag team partner as well?
Tommaso Ciampa?
Could
Definitely.
also fit.
I wouldn't say he's a cruiserweight.
Well,
He isn't a
Not
cruiserweight. He's more of a
exactly.
technical.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
technical and brutal.
Okay. So we're talking cruiserweight as in
Cruiserweight.
style, not as in size.
Could
here.
WWE get P.T. Williams out?
Oh.
I would love to see the Canadian Destroyer just once
I
as
can't
WWE
see that.
in a WWE ring. I've seen the Styles Clash.
We have seen the Styles Clash, but if
I would love to see the Canadian
the
Destroyer.
Canadian Destroyer got allowed in WWE, that'd be it.
We've seen the Styles Clash. We have seen the Muscle Buster.
Muscle Buster's not so.
Injured Tyson Kidd.
It's
You're about to say it wasn't so bad.
well, no.
The Styles Clash hasn't put Tyson Kidd on the shelf
No,
yet.
it hasn't, but it's broken necks. If I'm not mistaken.
I'd love to see the Canadian Destroyer just once.
And do take into
Once,
account
yeah.
they've had Chris Jericho kicking out of it. A Styles Clash. So it looks like they're more likely going to be running with the
Calf killer.
calf killer. Well, the calf crusher, as they're calling it. Because they're not allowed to use the word killer.
Just once I'd mark out, like, off the middle rope. He jumps in when they're bent over and flips back over. Canadian Destroyer.
Boom.
That'd be it. I would be running around the room celebrating like England had just won the World
Oh, you mean a
Cup.
bit like how Adam Cole does his version of it, which he calls the Tequila Sunrise.
Nearly as much as how I marked out when I first heard Shane McMahon's entrance music on Raw.
Here
Until
come the money!
I realised what it actually meant for those precious 3 seconds when I was like, this is awesome! And then, oh. Okay. Great tune, just a shame who's coming out.
That's your view.
It is. I never said it was anyone else.
That's your view. Anyway, there is some high points, I do believe, where the whole, well, like you just mentioned, we've got Asuka versus Bailey. We've got plenty going on. American Alphas versus the
When is Enzo and Cass getting the straps?
I would imagine that.
You mean in NXT? In NXT? Never.
That is when that moment happens, you will hear a reaction that you have never heard in a WWE
don't
ring since
think
for a while. The closest you've got to it was when Shane McMahon's music hit
Yes.
and the arena went ballistic.
I don't think they will get the NXT championships.
Why?
They've given them to every other tag team of note.
One, they don't need a long run. Just
Because rumour
give
has
it a
it,
payoff.
Yeah.
they are doing dark matches on main shows.
I've got a rumour for you.
Oh,
March to WrestleMania, which is the next WWE special
yes,
with Brock Lesnar on it.
yes.
I guess he's supposed to be on the live show.
Right.
Enzo and Cass.
The realest guys in the room.
That reaction, once Vince hears that reaction, he might die.
He'll either just go, give him the NXT titles, or get him on Raw.
He'll have one problem. One is the type of guy he likes. The other one is the type he hates.
He's very much not the type of guy he likes.
Because one's 7 foot tall,
No,
and Vince can't
no.
teach that.
No. One's a certified stud and a certified G, and
What?
you can't teach that.
And the other one's 7 foot
Foot
tall,
tall.
and Vince loves that.
Vince can't get enough of that.
And you can't teach that.
But one of them will get over with Vince, the other one will get over, both of them will get over with the crowd. Because the gimmick's brilliant.
It's spot on.
Yeah.
Because take into account every show they were doing on NXT, every house show, every show they go out, the crowd are doing it with them. How many people can actually get the word soft incorrectly spelled? So over.
The
Here's
same
the
sort
thing,
of people
Matt
that get
Burns.
yes and what over.
Here's the thing, Matt Burns. Go up to Big Cass and tell him he spelt it wrong. I dare you.
You do realise I have told bigger guys. Other stuff. I wouldn't mind telling him. It's incorrect, but I actually dig it.
Right then.
The point is, the NXT Tag Team title picture seems to have an issue at the moment. Actually, that's a good thing. There are two tag teams, both over as you can possibly imagine. Which
Are you
ones
on
get
about
the titles?
Reddy, Rolling and Gable?
The American
Alpha,
Alpha.
Or yes,
which is Chad Gable.
and Jason Jordan. Yeah, who are possibly
Actually,
the only act anywhere in the wrestling world that are more over than Enzo and Cass at the minute.
who
I
are
wouldn't say
actually
they're more
going for the
over.
titles.
I wouldn't say they're more over. They're more exposed on tally at the moment.
The more exposed, yeah, I'd agree with you on that. They are exposed, and every time they're wrestling, you got them. Gable to Kurt Angle's music.
Because
Old Billy music.
Jason Jordan is also sort of neatly moulding himself into the NXT Brock Lesnar in that he seems to suplex anything that moves.
Suplex.
I've just thought of one of the final people that could come in that tournament.
Go on.
The gold standard. Shelton Benjamin.
Oh,
Stranger things have happened.
I'd call that.
One of Brock Lesnar's only friends.
That'd be awesome. That would actually be awesome, because as much as everyone can say he wasn't, he's a blah blah blah, he can actually high five.
Yeah.
And the stuff the man can do is amazing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Just pray he doesn't take another
Just,
super kick from a springboard.
When he left WWE, he didn't burn any bridges, did he?
No.
No.
Okay.
The man is an utter professional.
And he is actually not professional and fantastic.
So there's more chance of him
Complete
than quite a lot
gentleman.
of others then.
Yeah. It depends what weight he is.
Yeah.
He might be just over.
But depends if they put a weight limit on it. But it depends what sort of body type he is now. I know it was about 230 the last time we saw him. 230, 240.
Last time I saw him in person was against Martin
Because
Kirby.
he's still wrestling with Charlie Horse at times
Yeah.
as well, isn't he?
as well, who did Burn Bridges.
Is he still with Jackie?
Gaylor?
Yeah.
Last I checked,
I have no idea.
I'm not too sure on that one. I'm not 100% sure because he supposedly went completely back insane over certain issues. So,
Right.
I don't know.
I think that's going to cover us for what we wanted to do this week. We are reaching our mark. So, would you like to put yourself over and your show?
Would I like to promote myself?
yeah.
No, because I'd probably put my foot in it and end up promoting something else.
No.
So,
Yeah,
you
for-
work on
You
Six
can
Towns
catch me
Radio.
on Six Towns Radio, yeah, which is available on the internet on sixtowns.co.uk.
What times do
You
you
can
use?
catch me.
Or if not, if you can't actually get access to Six Downs Radio, you can actually catch them through TuneIn
I have also
application.
Yeah, you can also catch it via the TuneIn Radio app, and I put my shows occasionally. I don't update it as often as I should, but via Mixcloud as well for just my shows. But I'm on between 11 and 1 on Monday nights / Tuesday morning, and 9 and 11 on Wednesdays.
And you do a...
Well, the Monday show 11 and 1 is new music, just new or at the very least stuff that you hopefully haven't heard before, and it basically centers around my music taste basically. But I think
Ooh.
if I like it, great, that's a good enough reason for me to play it. And the Wednesday show is Britpop and indie.
I see that it's moved
Yeah,
to the Wednesday.
that's yeah.
And where can people find the Thunder Bastard on Twitter?
I wouldn't say he's the Thunder Bastard because a certain Scottish wrestler would argue that.
Unfortunately, I have one of those Twitter names that's ridiculously annoyingly. It was great when I thought it up, but repeating it for things like this is annoying. At Johnny_Blaze_08. See?
He's
Too many
compla-
underscores.
Whoa. He's complaining about underscores. You want to go first or do you want me?
You go first, bit of one.
I'm simply saying, if it was just Johnny Blaze, it would be so much easier to say. That's
Well,
all.
you should have thought about that before you advertised.
Underscore isn't that bad because I can vouch for that because of Facebook.
Yeah, that's
Because
exactly
my
why.
my Facebook is Matt_Burns_UK.
Yeah. Like I say.
Which is where you can find me on Facebook. And you can always find me on Twitter at Matt
The bad boy!
Burns.
Sorry, was I supposed to join in with that?
Oh no. You can contact me by email at mattburns04@hotmail.com.
You can also find him on street corners.
No, you can't.
His merchandise. Let's finish that in a PG way.
There's always one. You can always, if anybody's interested in catching me on Xbox Live, if you've got an Xbox or anything, you can catch me under Matt Burns. And
Soundboy/girl has just drawn on him, if you're wondering what the sudden pause was.
Don't hurt
Don't
him.
get distracted.
It
Just
will be
finish
a
your
case.
finish
I'm
your
not.
self-plugging. Don't
Right.
get distracted.
Now, finish plugging yourself.
you can always catch me on
The
the
internet.
Xbox, which is Matt Burns.
And if you want to buy merchandise, it's at shopmattburns.co.uk.
No, it is not. If anybody wants to find any the latest news for Matt Burns, go to my personal website, which is www.mattburns.
Take 2. This is only live. Don't worry.
No, I'm just doing a Sid Vicious, aren't I?
Hey, listen. You rubbed it in mercilessly when I made an arse of myself earlier.
You always make an ass of
If I'm
yourself,
not
though.
going to return the favour. Get your website right if you want people to buy your merch.
Oh,
you
I'm
moron.
sorry, it wasn't your fault, Snisky.
Come on.
www.matt-burns.co.uk. No added on.
This would be a brilliant segment if this was live via video. You can buy one of these lovely hats, which are available for just £3.
What's
Feather
the
boas.
packing?
Oh, feather boas. Shame.
No one wants a fucking feather boa. The
I
melting...
That's your opinion.
I'd
People have
imagine
bought
nobody
them.
wants a pink sequined hat either, but
Who says?
I said I would imagine that kind of quantifies
I
it
sell
as my
more-
opinion.
I sell more pink hats than I do any other type of Matt Burns hats.
Oh, okay then. There you go. euphemism though this may be. Last
Alright.
but not least, plug yourself.
Moving on, you can always catch me at The Burning Truth.
The fucking man with more plugs than Mick Foley.
And considerably large amounts of them cheaper as well. Your turn.
They were.
So you can find me. I am on the Plaza Doubles website. I am the vice chairman of the Plaza Doubles. I also run the Interleague side, which we proudly sponsor as a podcast. We are on the shirts. You can find me on Facebook at Nathan Goff, on Xbox under Alexander Owens.
You'll never find him on Twitter.
You won't find me on Twitter. However, you can find the show on Twitter at Wrestling's Fourth Wall.
That you can.
Fans on Outlook at The Burning Truth at Outlook.com.
You can just find us generally on Facebook as well.
And you can find me in a pub if found, please
Ensto.
buy beer.
Ensto.
And if he's on the floor, please put him back on his bar stool.
He does actually wear a t-shirt that says, "If found on floor, please place back on bar stool at bar."
But apart from that, that's us. Next week we'll be back to normal. We don't have any guest planned for next week.
And is there any shout outs you'd like to give out?
Not this week. I guess there is for you since you started.
Well, I'm going to well, for myself, because we've been checking up on certain clips, certain funny stuff, I'd like to give a shout out to Heelbook, who, even though they haven't been on for a bit, they haven't updated for a bit, they have done some funny trailers for wrestling. Would you agree?
Yeah.
We've also got one that you introduced me to, which if you want for absolute comedy skits, which is Ben Phillips on YouTube. And we've also got a man that is completely insane and daring under Funny Me Now. So they're my shout outs for this week. Give them a check out. Hope you enjoyed them. Anyway, as we always say, be well, be safe, check out your local wrestling. And that's goodbye from us.
See you later, folks.
See ya.
See ya.